Hello everyone, my name is Dar Rath and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. And each week I've been presenting a message or story that takes about 5 minutes to watch, and they're written by some very famous authors. And this week I'm reading a little paragraph or story in here that's within a story of a book called A Dog's Quest to be a Buddhist by Gary Heads. And this story, a friend of mine by the name of Chuck Beaton and his friend Judy Avon, they told me about this story, and I thought it was so fascinating and interesting that I would get the book and find this story in the book. And so this is called Letting Go. They say in India there is a particularly clever way of catching monkeys. As the story goes, hunters cut a hole in a coconut that is just big enough for a monkey to put its hand through. Then they drill 2 smaller holes in the other end, pass a wire through, and secure the coconut to the base of a tree. Then they put a banana inside of the coconut and hide. The monkey comes down, puts its hand in, and takes a hold of the banana. The hole is crafted so that the open hand can go in, but the fist cannot get out. All the monkey has to do is let go of the banana. But it seems most monkeys do not let go. Often our minds get us caught in very much the same way, in spite of our intelligence. For this reason, cultivating the attitude of letting go or non-attachment is fundamental to the practice of mindfulness. When we start paying attention to our inner experience, we rapidly discover that there are certain thoughts, feelings, and situations that our mind seems to want to hold on to. So this is interesting about holding on to things. I was just speaking to a couple of people and asking them that question. So what do you hold on to? What do you have difficulty giving up? And a couple of people have told me that they have had difficulty giving up the hurt that they feel when someone is nasty to them or says nasty things to them, or something's happened and they've developed a grudge. And so they have great difficulty giving up this grudge. I have some challenges with the younger generation and their attachment to cell phones. And I have great difficulty giving this up, even though I know this is the new way of life, this is the new generation, this is the new technology, and I need to accept it. I still have great difficulty letting go when my grandchildren are so attached to this cell phone. I also go out for dinner and I see young families, mother, father, and say 2 or 3 children having dinner together, and the parents are on their cell phone the whole entire time and not speaking or interacting with these children. So that is a big thing for me. The other thing that I have difficulty with is people who go to certain events and don't pay attention to what's going on there. In fact, in my generation, it's called rude. I'll give you an example. My husband and I love baseball, and one time we got to go to a Blue Jay game. And let me tell you, it was so exciting to be there, to be in the stadium, to see the players, the live players right there in front of the dugout, and pitching and catching and hitting. We just loved every minute of it. Well, in front of us, there were 5 young women, probably in their late 20s, early 30s. And they were talking the whole time through the game. They were switching seats with each other so they could talk to the person at the other end. They were going up and down, getting food, going to the bathroom, getting drinks, through the entire game. They did not watch one pitch of the game. I was so annoyed. I didn't say anything, but my husband said to me, don't say anything. And I said, it's really annoying me because they're going up and down, up and down, up and down, and I'm trying to watch this ball game. It's a similar thing if we go to the movie and the people in front of us are talking through the whole movie. Or occasionally we go to the Shakespearean Festival, and if something like that happens there, of course that would be something I would just not be able to let go of it, and I would talk about it forever as I'm talking to you about it now. I just have a thing about that. The other thing that people have trouble letting go of, I'm not going to say men necessarily, but it's the TV remote. Some people will just not give it up. And so this is the day that I ask you to think about the things that you hold on to that you just simply won't and can't give up. So that's from this wonderful, interesting, and funny book called A Dog's Quest to be a Buddhist by Gary Heads. And blessings on your day, and thanks for taking 5.